Let me invite Ms. Shehara Disanaik, Head of Panel of Judges, to give their comments, please.
Thank you, MC. So good morning, good afternoon now it is. Right, so first of all, I want to congratulate, just like how what our chief guest said, for just coming here on stage and speaking, right? You already got a round of applause, so well done. I really do congratulate all of you, and for us also, I mean, for us as kids, when we were your age, I was just terrified to come on stage and speak to even 4 or 5 people. So hats off to you. Y'all are all winners. And today the result is it's just because we have to give these certificates, but all of you are already winners, okay? And then these marks were given as a panel. The three of us took an average, and then only we gave the result, okay? So these are a few comments I just noted down, and I thought I would give as feedback for you all to become better speakers, right? First of all, the good things that you all did. I will just point out a couple of things that you all did great, right? First and foremost, there were quite a few reminders to be silent to the audience, but then despite the disturbance, you kept on speaking. That is amazing, right? As speakers, we have to be, that confidence we need to have, so you had that, right? So that is really great. And of course, you all have a very good memory. I saw so many people just giving us a lot of inputs about water, about saving the planet, about saving time, all of that, the points you had good memory to keep it in your head and present it confidently in front of an audience. So that is really, really good. Very well done. And having said that, it's also important that all of you understand every single word that you say, right? So there were a few words that were just said, but I felt that from your face, it didn't show that you really meant it, right? When you're saying something, when you're speaking, we need to really show it from our face as well, because when it was pronounced, when it was said out loud, it was a little, we could see that the meaning was not, I mean, you didn't feel the meaning of the word. So just make sure that every word you say as a public speaker has meaning. You know the meaning of every word you say, right? Then you naturally become a natural speaker when you know that you mean what you say, rather than just memorizing and speaking. Then you won't forget your speech also, right? Sometimes there were a few who got stuck, but you would not get stuck if you know exactly what you're saying. Okay, so just remember that if your teachers, your parents would be training you all, so just ask them, what does this word mean? What does this word mean, right? And then you really know what you're saying. Okay, just keep that in mind. And you put in a lot of stories. We learned a lot from you as well. You put in a lot of stories into your speeches, personal experiences. That is a very good aspect of a public speaker, to talk about your experiences. That brings a lot of authenticity, a lot of weight, value to what you're saying. That was great. And I love the way all of y'all handed over to the speaker. That just shows how much respect you have to the audience and even to the person you're taking control from. So that was really beautiful, that I saw from everybody. You and the way you used your hands, you were very, very, very bold with your hand usage. So that was very good. A few small feedback from my side on the use of hands. That's why I thought I'll bring the mic also, because I saw a lot of people speaking. This was a very common gesture, right? Whatever you were saying, a lot of people were doing this, okay? But just make sure that from your hands also, you mean what you're saying, rather than just, you all have memorized, you all are speaking. So just make sure that you mean, you don't always have to do something with your hands, right? You can always, at some points, just have your relaxed hands on either side as well. So as public speakers, when you mean what you say from your hands, it's very nice, right? Rather than just doing this, just use it effectively, right? And one more point, Now, when a speaker is speaking, consistent movement all the time is a bit of a disturbance, right? Now, when you have to look at me when I'm speaking all the time, right? It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? So just make sure that you take small breaks, stop a little bit. If you have 3 points to share, just stop in one place, speak, share your point, and then move to another place and speak, right? Then it would be easy for you to remember your speech, and also for the audience to remember what you're saying as well. So that also shows a little bit of confidence when you're in one place as well. Right, so well done. I congratulate everyone once again. Superb confidence. I really admire your confidence, and the way you have presented yourself. And I really appreciate the parents for giving this very important, like what our chief guest said, this very important aspect when we move on in our lives, the aspect of public speaking. You have already taken the first step towards success. So I wish you all the best. Thank you, Hemanta, for the opportunity to come and witness such great speakers as well. Over to you, MC.